What it is, man, Chad, what it is that being aware of the numbers, and you're just seeing the code. You're seeing the life's code. But what the enemy's been doing is they've been tapping into it and using it for man-made prophecy and man-made events. Yeah, I just want everyone to know that I'm going to read their message. Here, I'll go ahead and get this out of here and then do home page. So hold up. Please stand by. So as you have already heard, I was aware of this character, KJ Osborne, doing another scam, and it wasn't through Irby the Clown's channel. I was aware of this a day before, way before Irby knew. So he's not, and I'm going to prove it to you. And I'm going to give the person I'm just going to read the person's message to me. This is a day ago. I'm going to read the person's comment because it's worth reading. It was over off of a good friend, Global Agenda channel, but it's from YouTube Flying Above the Matrix. And what the person says is, "Hey Barley, I was just thinking about you. I thought you left YouTube for a while. I wanted to thank you for waking me up to KJ. I heard KJ had a heart attack and is in the hospital in Virginia or wherever. Another scam in progress. The last video I saw of you was in Seattle looking at a puppet store or something like that. I really admire your work. I hope that everything works out with being able to spend time with your daughter. Wishing you the best for you. Take care." And that's the thing, man. People need to understand that I'm a human being, and I'm glad that this person commented. And I always say, thank you for the kind words, and the information. Like I stated right here, I said thank you, friend, for the kind words and great info on KJ, the scariest scumbag ever. I hope you are learning a lot. These are the times to seek the truth. And they are. And I am glad that I'm helping people see these liars for what they are. And I'm going to let everyone... I really dislike KJ Osborne. He's a smooth talker, a 50-year-old man trying to act like he's 17, and just a big scammer. I exposed him so well, and to the point where people couldn't deny the fact that who they thought they knew did not know. They had to face the truth. And the scam artist... And I've left, when I realize somebody's that much of a scumbag, I fell victim of trying to associate with those that still sponsored that guy, man, that still said nice things about him and knew he's a scammer. Unplug Him was a channel that I really liked. I gave that guy, Unplug Him, probably $2,000 helping him. But when he had KJ Osborne on after that hospital scam, the last one, and said that he was a man of God, I knew right there and then that if this person, and the thing with Theo was that he always showed the esoteric symbols and signs and meaning. The guy knew the Bible very well. And, if he couldn't even see that for KJ, for what he is and what he was doing, showed me that this guy was in on it too. And so I had to jump ship. And when I did jump ship, Theo called me a devil and all this other stuff, and then I just kind of showed you, I proved to people that, you know, I gave them that much money and showed people my Patreon and the gifts that I gave. But lesson learned, man. Lesson learned. It's very hard to give, it's very hard to admit that you've been scammed. It's very hard to admit that the people that you trusted on this platform they used you, or they tried to corrupt you in your way of thinking. It's all mind control. But that's the thing, man. That's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. And those that don't learn from their mistakes, guess what? They repeat them. Just like this repeating game of scamming. Oh, I mean, just think about it. Village and Christian is making videos saying that KJ's in the hospital. He needs your support and help. He's using the same script. I'm at home with my parents. These are the same parents that he claimed, his adoptive parents, that he didn't really love and didn't really felt a part of the family, but I guess he's always running back to them. That's just another made-up story. But these are that scumbag actually used these imaginary parents of his to the police officers that showed up at my door, you know, last summer or last year around, you know, April or so, and tried to intimidate me and tried to stop me from exposing his lies. Which it didn't, you know. I wouldn't say it. Well, I lost a couple channels, and you know, it's the same thing. You know, you lose a couple channels, you keep going. I just got sick of losing channels and sick of you know, remaking another channel and going through the whole step. So, you know, I felt like I'd done my time as far as exposing these people for what they are. But just for this occasion of KJ, the scammer, I haven't even researched what his statement is or what he's, you know, it's just all bullshit. It's a made-up, imaginary world that these people create, and it's sad that these people don't even give the Patreons or the people that truly follow them the respect or the common courtesy of showing who they are. Because I'm going to tell everybody, like I've said before, if people knew who KJ Osborne, the scariest movie ever, the scariest scumbag ever was, they would run from him like the plague. They would see him for what he is. You know? But that's the reason why they don't show their face. That's the reason why, you know, I feel that if anybody's asking for donations or anything, or asking for help, you need to know who the person is. You need to know that you're not being totally, you know, you need to see the fruit for the trees or the trees for the fruit. But you don't even see, they don't even give you the common courtesy of that. They just want your money. You know, I stopped giving money to people on YouTube. I admit I am a giver. I always have been, always will be. Yes, I still give here and there, but it's very few and it's very far, you know? Exactly, I Spy. Chris. I don't know how these people feel like men. I think that's just the way the society is now. It's like, oh, I lost my job. Probably because you didn't show up on time. Probably because you weren't doing your job. But you know what? I lost my job. I need help. Come help me. And you know, Johnny Supertramp's channel, if you haven't not subbed to him, he always says things that I can totally relate to and agree with. He states the obvious. If you are really in need, I mean, if you really need help, there are places and organizations, churches. There's a church on every other corner, it seems, man. They need to help some people out to keep their scam going. And if you are if you're not like a totally whacked out person, somebody that's totally a substance, totally like, if you are truly a person that needs help person and able-bodied to work and do what you say you're going to do, these people will help you out. These churches, these organizations will help you out. They will. They have to. But they're not going to help out somebody that's drunk, shows up drunk there saying, I got kicked out of my place. Somebody that's high on meth or cocaine. They're not going to do it. They're not that stupid. I heard a joke today. I'll tell people. There was a crack addict, a meth addict, and a heroin addict in a car. Who was driving? Anybody? The police officer. I know it's corny, but I thought it was pretty funny because it's true. What did I do, officer? Oh, man. But I just had to, come out and talk about this. I know, like when I was researching it, Herbie, the Clowns channel came up and he did a video saying stuff about it, and all that. Of course, he's like, I was exposing him and blah, blah, blah. No, he jumped on the bandwagon. Well, I'm glad that he did, but he was on my coattails, basically, through the whole thing. But whatever. I'm glad people are showing, exposing him. I don't even care if it's Herbie. I don't care, great. The more the merrier on that guy. He's like Richie from Boston. I wouldn't care if it's a call for an uprising, if he's exposing him with his lies. But I don't respect them, I still don't respect the people, because they're just like them. It's just like he got caught, It's like those guys that are, it's like anybody we know when we're growing up, they're like, oh, you got a Dewey? They're like, oh, geez, man, and they look at you like you have a problem or anything, but they do it every week. They go into the bar and drive away from the bar and drunk. It's like, just because the person got caught, they're the bad guy, even though these people are hypocrites and they're doing the same damn thing. Oh, I heard this one. How does a person who can't read know the Bible? It was read to him. What is it? I heard that one before. That's right, Kickstand, the Budgie. I feel that I've experimented and I've done things, it's fun at first, and then it catches up with you, because you know what, we're in a place where those things will catch up with you, and you're going to die sooner than later. And the thing is that you learn from your mistakes. It's better to have somebody that has experienced these things to speak on these things, It amazes me that most of these channels out there, these people that are always protecting the children and think about the children, all this, they don't even have any children. So I don't really listen to these people and take what they say that serious, because they have no understanding what it's like to be a parent or somebody that went through something that's tragic, I'd rather listen to the person that's been through it. And even the Bible talks about these things, it's about the person that's been through it that actually overcomes it. So the things that you overcome make you more worthy than those that had it easy their whole life, or was kept away from everything their whole life. Yeah, that is a blessing. They had great parents that raised them right and all that. But the world that we live in, I don't see how that's possible unless you're a sellout. You know, of course, I don't see how it's possible. Yeah, you know what? I just refreshed I just refreshed this, and you guys saw that just now, because it was stuck on 13 watching for like 15 minutes now, you know? And I refreshed it just to see, you know, hey, that doesn't look right because there's more people here. But that's just the way we're at, you know? But like I was saying, it's those that have overcome their demons, overcome their hardships. Those are the ones that have the wisdom and the knowledge to help those that seeking that kind of help. I think more, I spy. I think it's a guy that works part-time, serving food somewhere, and shares an apartment with a bunch of people that has too much time on his hands, you know? What I'm going to say is that I feel good. I'm going to share something with people. I'm going to share something with you. The thing is that I've self-educated myself the last 4 years, and I'm starting to realize the work that I put in and what I've learned come to fruition and to help others. It's like when you don't see code, but then you start seeing code. I'm really, you know, I can see this stuff, man. I can see it as bright as day now. And I'm showing so many people that surround me, around my work, around everywhere. I have to speak on these things, man, because it's everywhere. And they're starting to see it too. And they're like, wow, you know, one guy go to me, wow, man, you really see this stuff, and I can't deny it. It's right there. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, man, it must have taken years to you know, learn this stuff and figure this stuff out. And it did. And I had to learn it from scumbags here on YouTube that I thought they might have been good at the start, but they were corrupted by their own ego and by money, which most of them would succumb to. You know, anybody, red flag, everybody. Anybody pushing a shirt, that's a red flag. But this world's messed up, man. When you have, won't speak on this stuff. We're gonna go through the news, and we're gonna go through some. Here, we might as well just do it now. I'll go through some photo stuff that I went through, screenshots. Gosh, it's been so many. I've been trying to, like, I don't even know if I've shown any of these. Let us go through them, and then we'll go through today's news. This is that judge sentenced a men to deadly Oakland fire. You know, these guys, they just look like pawns. you know, you got this guy looking right, you got this guy looking left. You know, it's like the right-left paradigm. This one right here, Trump blasts NFL players. Lenny, you're not shadow banned, dude. Just this, the rigged sports continue, and of course he's got his orange glove, like choking him, like he can't speak on anything. The Bad Boy Club. Probably. I thought this was the Bad Boys Club. Yeah, purple tie. This is funny right here. Doctor Who, season 11. You know, I'm going to tell you, they always code 11. It's one of their numbers they always code. I just thought this picture was like, you know, just more garbage. Black and white. Oh yeah, I've already read this stuff. I already been through this. Okay, we already went through this stuff. I'm gonna find where I left off. Okay. Okay, here we are. Here we go. Okay, so basically, is hey Ziggy. Is being homeless illegal? Ohio court ruling raises the question. So, basically what they're trying to say is that they're trying to say homeless is going to be illegal here. And I found this interesting because the cities that they mentioned are Los Angeles, Seattle, and Nashville. You know? Nashville. You know? Seattle, yeah, man, they keep kicking the can down the road. Florida teacher ran out of sick days, so school staff gave him theirs. Every week, it's like clockwork, everybody. Every week they have a cop that says, oh, he saved a cat or a dog. And the firefighter, he did this. And the school teacher did this. And, you know, why ain't this guy just get a Patreon account, just like KJ Osborne, and just say he had a heart attack? You know, this is all the evidence that we need. Him in a beanie with his headphones in. With this bag right here. That's all the evidence we need. Hey, Maddie. Twitter suspends conspiracy theorist Alex Jones for 1 week. Wow. Whoa. This is a man. It's not a woman. Yeah, Ziggy, I wouldn't doubt it. This is just like Musk, this actor of SpaceX, not even a real person. This right here, this is when you know we're at the end times or the end of this place. Transgender woman makes history with victory in Vermont. This person still has a penis. They're a man, okay? When we have, and look at the name that wrote the name, Jess did good, you know? What? Yeah, wearing red and black satanic colors, wearing a wig. This is a man. But this is where we're at, man. Dr. Dan, you know, Dr. Dan. Doctors claim in the medical journal that gay people suffer from a mental illness. And these are the people that are instructing what to do in our society. Scary times for those that are not aware of this stuff. Here's another this is another Jones shutdown. I guess FCC shuts down Alex Jones' flagship radio station. He's done his part, people. He's done. He's going to get everybody to go to his website now. It's to boost his website. And to have everybody join his website so they know who all the conspiracy theorists are. Pretty simple. This is what I find. This is right here. 1,000 victims of alleged whatever clergy. But look at the person that wrote the article. Isaac, which is a Jewish name, Stanley Pecker. You know, like Pecker? Can you believe this? Pecker. You know, Stanley Pecker. We're talking about and this is what's really disturbing. They show this guy with this young girl with a princess and everything, like basically saying that this is just disgusting, perverted crap that they give us every day, and people don't realize because they don't have eyes to see. Oh yeah, and the guy was 55 years old. Satan 55. Oh yeah, it was a turbulent moment in a 16-year-old's life. 16 sums to 33. They have to hit that number. 55, Satan sums to 55. They have to hit that number. Violent crime is like an infectious disease. We can stop it spreading. Yeah. Look at the name of the wrote this, man. Samira Shekels, you know, you think of Shekels? Samira Shekel Mozak. Oh, man. Children are susceptible to peer pressure from robots. Really. This is the number that they wanted to hit right here. Okay? They wanted to hit these numbers. They also wanted to hit the checkered board stuff. You know, it's just symbolic stuff. And Aretha Franklin died on Elvis died the same day, too. Just to let you know. This is another pathetic stuff that they try to push on us. And, of course, it's at 132 and 3 twos, you know. 1 plus 32 is 33. You see this? 1 plus 32 is 33. They had to hit the 33. All we need is a cartoon sketch, and we can believe it, right? Simon Conwell to be honored with a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Wow. Look what time they wrote this. American Idol judge received a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame on Wednesday, August 22nd, the 2-2, at 11:30 through 2:11. See, they had to hit the 11th. The 22 is the master builder number in masonry. He's a mason. There's pictures of this guy with a jet ski with the mason symbol on it. At 11:30, you're 311 backwards. This is another one. They sacrificed another ball player. They sacrificed another ball player. 24 years old. There was something in the story that... Oh, yeah. Here it is right here. 24 42 backwards, Freemasonry, Freemason sums to 42. This is right here. Here's a picture from the Angels High A England Empire. Okay? 66, prophecy sums to 66. You know? Simple, man. There's something else here that... Oh, yeah, duh. Dude, his name was Aaron Cox. You know, like the cock. Oh, man. And AC 13. That's why that's what I wanted to say. That's what I saw on this. And there's something else. Oh, yeah, dude, look at this. Look at the numbers here. This is what else I saw here. Cox. Notice, look at this. Look at this. See how they don't even say Aaron? They just say Cox. You know? Cox. 24. Returned the season and spent the first 2 months in Inland Empire. A compelling, a 411. That's 44. Kill sums to 44. In 11 relief appearances. So, this is all coded, man. They killed him. And I find this, and then after the story, there's this golfer right here, notable sports deaths of 2018. And this guy just died. And it's just like, oh, man. This is very interesting right here. Brussels sees real BRICS talks at last. I didn't care about the story. But what I did see is the symbols right here. This is a CC, and this is an 88 right here, or an 8B, but it looks like 88. When you blow it up, you see this? It looks like an 88, and this is a CC for sure. And then you see this little thing right here? This is like their ribbon, you know? Ribbon sums to 33 too. And notice it's at the door. It's like they do this stuff all the time. Oh, this is very okay. For the last two weeks, I've been researching celebrity deaths and their gravestones and how what their gravestone says and all that. I want everyone to realize these people, they state that they don't believe in God and all that, but I'm telling you one thing, man, what I find remarkable is that they say they're against Jesus and all that, and then they have like psalms saying on their tombstone. This is Colonel Sanders' gravestone. Notice the pillars of Freemasonry. You see it? Look at this. Guess whose grave this is? This is Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood's tomb. Does it look familiar, people? You got the 4 pillars. You've got the triangle. You see this? They're part of a club. And we're not in it. Guess who this is? Guess whose this is? This is Randy Rhoads, RR. This is the guitarist from Ozzy Osbourne. Do you see the salute? They're the same, man. You see? And they mock Jesus understand. This is that police shooting. And I find this interesting because people point this out all the time. Like, Rose Hanna, she does videos and I like her stuff. She always points out that they always stick their tongue out. And it's a code. You always see this, but they also wanted to hit the Star of David here. You know, the six star, you know. And of course AT&T in the orange. She's wearing orange too. They wanted her to stick out because she's wearing the orange and she's sticking her tongue out. I guess that's it. Wow. I thought I did more. What's up, Maddie? What's up, Joycey? Deb Jones. So let's go to the stories of the day. Might as well get those over with. Oh my gosh. No. Oh. I swear it's going to be about, who cares about this, man? I really don't. What they wanted to get was the red and blue programming right here. Thanks, Maddie, for that info. The red and blue programming here. And they wanted to get, remember the Angels guy, the Cox guy that just died? They had to get that A, and now they're showing the A for Alabama. Maybe something will happen in Alabama. Trump's military parade in Washington now delayed until 2019. And the Courtney Cube. You get it? They always make these guys, Ziggy can admit to this, every time they talk about these politicians and people, they always take these pictures of these guys making the weirdest faces, you know? This guy, and you know what I always understand, these guys are, you know how you can tell, they always have huge ears too. I don't know what it is, but, you know, they always have really big ears. It may not even be their real face, they might just be wearing a disguise. More false news about war. Here's that feel-good story. And of course it's a 9-year-old, you know, 9. A feel-good story for the all-seeing eye page. Thank you, you order followers. These guys sign up, they know what they're up to, what they're signing up to, and so they decide to go do the banker's deeds and leave their family behind. I feel sorry for the children. Here's some more stories. Oh yeah, look at this. I don't even have to dissect the story, people. I really don't. Just look at the information. Watch this. Right here. Chris Watts, 33. There you go. That's all you need to know. That's all it is right there. If it's got that number in there, China 3. If it's got that number in there, it's a freaking code, and they've got their hands in it, basically. The story might be real, some of it, but they've got their hands in it. Yep, Greg, you're right. This has probably got some codes in it, I don't really want to. Here's another one. We just saw that news story, and this one is at 1:32 minutes. You see this? That's 33 right there. And it's a 7-Eleven. Oh, it's all coded, man. Well, China 3, you got a wrench, use it. Trump overstates his role in black job gains. Yeah, They always have this guy, like I said, man. He's always making these weird faces. Look at this. Here's another one. Who cares? The pen is mightier than the sword. This is what this is saying. Free media. We've never had a free media, people. Our parents never had a free media. It's always been propaganda to push agenda, push rule over the goy. Here it is right here. This is what I'm talking about, man. Look at these stories. 7-6, that's 13. Okay, that's their number. I keep saying that. 1/3 of the angels fell from heaven. That's where it comes from. 1/3%. 13 is 1/3%. That's 33%. August 16. 8/16 sums to something I forget, but 16 sums to 33. Cancer sums to 33. She had 44 Grammys. Kill sums to 44. She was probably killed. She looks like, you know what she looks like? She looks like one of those bird things from the Dark Crystal. That sucked the essence out of the Gelflings. If you haven't seen the Dark Crystal, go watch it. It's basically stating what we're living in right now. And basically how they treat the goy. They suck everything out of us till we have nothing left. And they leave us to die and fend for ourselves. Turkey was ripe for a currency crisis. What is that supposed to mean? Because the apple is another metaphor for money, taking the bite of the apple, basically being a sellout. Currency crisis, CC, ISIS is in the name, so they're paying homage to the dog star and all that stuff. And there's the star, you see it? Oh, man. 3 billion. Oh, it sure wasn't 4 billion? Give me a break. See, 3 billion on September 30th, so there's your 33. I don't even know what to say on this, man. Don't ever let a tragedy go to waste. I don't know. They always have one of those. I'm out of the jail. Here's a funny one. I don't hate you, Maddie. As founders into democracy functions best with a free, independent press. And notice, I'm going to show you guys with spiritual eyes. What I see right here is a star. This is a star, okay? 5 points. The fallen, man. The bite of the apple. It's right there, Chicago, man. Maybe this is predictive programming. 908, Hey, China, did you know that KG Osborne's in the hospital again? This time he says he had a heart attack. This time he's probably going to show an x-ray of a dog or something and say that's his lungs. The one thing I can tell you about these people that sell us out every day and they know it's rigged and keep us dumbed down, they don't live that long and they don't look very healthy at early age. And they're very fragile. These people always die just by catching a cold. They're not protected anymore. See, once you sell your soul or sell out, you're not protected anymore and things will happen to you. It's really hard to be a Catholic reading the sexual abuse report. Oh, God. They just do this stuff, man, just to upset people. Justin Sink. Oh, my gosh. Well, Betty, that's because she drinks blood. She's a vampire, man. She devours the goy. She probably has 3 a day. That's a news story for that. I just call them sodomites now, dude. Greg, I don't even mess around with those pet names. That's what they are. Just call them sodomites. That's what I do. Oh, look, they're sodomite. They don't like that. Hey, Janet Sue. Thank you for your kind words the other day. It was nice. Yeah, we had a really good live stream last time, man. I kind of went off on a little tangent about, these people that are heroes. We grow up, Now, what do you mean, a hardcore Christian? A Christian, all it means is you're Christ-like. Yes, I try to walk like Christ and try to be like Christ. Am I saying that all we can do is try our hardest, and I lead by example, but I don't use Jesus as just to show people the truth. I don't use them in my head. I feel that if you have enough, if you lead by example and you become a role model, people want to be like you, and then they'll follow the straight and narrow path. When people use Jesus' name in vain with me, or it bothers me, and I correct them. And I always say, what does Jesus have to do with it? And they don't even realize what they're saying. And they're like, oh yeah, sorry. It's just like when they say hell yeah. I always go, you're going to hell? See, people have been programmed to say things. They don't realize what they say until you're corrected. That's the thing. People don't want to hurt people's feelings, so they just let them. We've got men dressing up like women and that are in charge of our society. That's where we're at. Sodom and Gomorrah. No, I would not. Yeah, Lanny, it's your walk, man. I always say that all the time, man. It's your walk. All I can do is I can share my experiences and share what I've been through and what's worked for me, and the results that have come to fruition by making those decisions and walking the walk, and not only just talking the talk, but walking the walk. The thing is that, like I said, that people just don't want their feelings hurt. Truth is a hard pill to swallow, and truth, people just don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that there's a small group of people controlling everything. They don't want to hear that these people always play the victims when they're the ones causing the problem. And meanwhile, the same people that say they're on your side would sell you out in a minute for fame and fortune. There's not that many people that would say no to a lump sum or to shiny new things. I don't believe. I think that there will be those that go to church, saved and all that stuff, but few, The truth is not in churches, man. Hey, Randy. Truth is not in churches. Truth is not in churches. And what I mean by that is that they're not going to tell you the whole truth. In order for them to survive and to be part of a community in a city made from lies and deception and crimes and thieves, you're not going to get the whole truth there. The truth is for you to seek, and the truth is for you to find. But that's where it is. I don't think people. Just because I'm Christ-like and what do you call me a Christian? Fine. But I don't don't go to church. I'll admit to that right now. I pray every day. I give thanks as much as I can. I forget sometimes, and I forget quite a bit, you know. But what has worked for me is that I pray before work, and I always have the best days when I do that, when I remember. Church by definition is when two or like-minded brothers and sisters come together and share the gospel. That's what a church is. Churches teach you how to be a citizen and how to be a community. Churches show you who to give and who not to give. Churches bury you, take your money, and give you a nice little plaque. But you know what? Like I said, if you ever are in need, if you're ever in need and you're not a problem, churches will help you out. Man, they got enough money from the state to get enough money from donations. They got food banks that are full. If you are seriously in need, Mikey or whatever his name from Portland, that fraud, that Satanist, if you're ever in need, you can be helped by a church. Great going, Greg. Hey, later, Randy. Nice stopping by. I'm going to go see Randy here in next month, so that'll be interesting. You know what the thing is? These people this is the thing. Churches, the people that work for churches, they have major staff. And what they do is they organize charities. Charities are a scam. Charities are a scam. A very small percentage of the charity goes to the people that are truly in need. If you just do some research, you see it. It's cancer. Curing cancer is the biggest scam that's been going on since Elvis Presley was still alive, man. Exactly, Ziggy. You know, charities are scams, man. And what the thing is that you look at these races and marathons they do, those are scams. You have to pay to be a part of it. You have to get a number and then you pay in there. And then you get sponsors. It's a scam, dude. They were teaching this in school. Remember when you had to go door to door? Will you sponsor me for every run that I ran around the school? You get like 50 cents or some stuff. Remember that? They program you at a very young age to be a beggar, to be a scammer, to scam people for their better good, not yours. And the thing is, churches are no different than schools. Schools, the teachers know what's going on, but it's been like that forever. What can I do? So I'm just going to go along with the program. And the real good teachers out there, they realize that they want out of there as fast as they can. And they do private teaching, tutoring, private lessons. You know? You have to really seek the real good teachers out. But like with most things, man, people are so willing to spend all this money on objects and shiny things and new things, but these people won't even spend top dollar on their food. They won't spend the stuff that makes them feel good inside. It actually makes them live a longer life. So they're subjected to things all the time that making them sick, but they're driving a real fancy car. You know, it cracks me up, man, when I see these people spending all this money on these things, but they won't even spend the money on themselves, like the real important things, you know? It's a joke. I eat really good food. I do. I spend the money. You know why? Because I can feel good the next day. I don't have to go to the bathroom right after I eat. I go to the bathroom once a day on the same schedule That's how you know you're aligned in your good system, when everything's exactly the same every day. You're in line, you know your body, you know what you can do, you know what you can eat, you know what time to go to bed, you know this stuff. But these people that don't have set bedtimes, this is the thing, that's why the children are lost, because there's no structure. Children will not act like they want structure. They will not, they'll act like they don't want rules, but they do. You know, I was a child with rules, very strict rules, beaten, all that, but at a young age I broke it free. And then I had no structure and I was on my own. You know, and it made me the person who I am. I'm not saying that it was hard, but you know what? A lot of people had it a lot harder than me.